What's up, YouTube? What's happening? This video gonna be about Billboard magazine, old Billboard magazine with their top 10 female rappers ever, which is about as believable as ESPN's greatest athletes ever or Fox Sports' greatest athletes ever. You know it's gonna be some foolery and jivery. Now, Nicki Minaj was number one. They had Nicki Minaj over Missy Elliott. And then they had Lauryn Hill number three. What all kinds of wrongs with this? Nicki Minaj is not the most important female rapper ever. As a matter of fact, she sold a big tour and had success, but that's been like way over a decade ago. And if you look at the list, Missy's bigger as a producer and a writer for others. Her solo career is not quite the level of what she did. Lauryn Hill, we talking 30 years ago. You know, if we were going by the three of those for impact, Lauryn Hill would be number one, but that wouldn't be justifiable because Lauryn Hill had one massively successful solo album and her stuff with the Fugees. So what's the argument there? This list is cap and a half. Then they had Little Kim at number four. Well, I'd have be more inclined to say Little Kim because she had impact with Junior Mafia, solo career, etc. You know, uh, it's a bogus list though because Queen Latifah was like fourth. Latifah hasn't really been a factor as far as rapping in like 30 years. If we go back to UNITY, you got to go back in time. She a better rapper than Nicki Minaj, but this is not what they're going by. And so is Lauryn Hill over Nicki, but this ain't what they're going for. It doesn't even get exciting for me until you get to number six because there's MC Lyte. MC Lyte would probably be my all-time favorite female MC, if you must know. Because I always said MC Lyte was kind of like the female version of Nas for me. Salt and Pepper, which is odd because you're putting a group in. See, they don't even make no sense. They say female, but then they putting groups in. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Do y'all even know what y'all talking about? Then they had Left Eye at 14. And Left Eye did some freestyle on TLC records, but she wasn't a hip hop rapper per se. You know, so what they doing? Cardi B was 12 and she already ain't put a record out in like how long? See, this list is like made up. Then you had Roxanne Shante, who, if we're actually going by rap battling, got skills, but they ain't getting no love. And then you got Eve, who was in the top 10. But a lot of these so-called female rappers, what is your criteria for where they are in ranking? Because a lot of it is a long time ago, and some of them weren't that deep with a career. And then Foxy Brown rounds out the top 10. And Foxy should be higher. So when I look at the janky list, I'm like, you can tell it's somebody who ain't been in touch with the streets, ain't got no clue about what's really going on, and they are some stiff-necked jive turkey who really doesn't understand when we talk about hip-hop and female hip-hop. You can make some compelling lists. This ain't it. Nicki Minaj would be nowhere near number one. Missy Elliott would not be nowhere near number one, and Lauryn Hill wouldn't be nowhere number one. You know, if we're going to buy real MC and we're going to have MC Lyte higher, you might consider giving Latifah a jump. Lil Kim and Foxy would get a jump. The truth of them, and if Eve had to really put her mind to rapping more as opposed to doing all around entertainment flex, and there's nothing wrong with it because she cashed out, got the TV gig, the movie gig, she could have been higher. Roxanne Shante, definitely. If we're going to really talk about female rappers, I could go back and tell you about Nicki D. I don't know nothing about no Nicki D. Now, look at some of the lists that they got on there. I think Lady Rage made the top 20. She never really had her career took off. You know, she was on death row. It didn't really hit. I want to say Mia X, the one that was on No Limit. She could actually spit. But she was buried under the Master P situation. But she actually, you know, Queen Pen did that hook work for Blackstreet, etc. There's some that they ain't getting no, they not even acknowledging some of the ones they should. So, you know, but anyway, it's garbage and it's a bogus list by Wack Billboard. And I wish they go away, you know, because this is just jive. It's like y'all got nothing else better to do. But now Nicki Minaj ain't hardly no number one. This is just another cornball list that they got nothing else but to do with their days and their time because they don't even know nothing about the streets and they don't know nothing about who really was the baddest, female MCs. It ain't even on the discussion. And if you were gonna put Salt and Pepper like that, they would be no less than top 3 or 4. If we're gonna combine them as a duo, they top 3 or 4. If you want to go that route, if we're gonna go that route because the impact with the culture, etc. So they makes no sense. But anyway, let me know what you think and who's the real list. And please ignore Wack Billboard. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay woke. Stay free. I'm out. Peace.